Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rena. If you're new here, then welcome. Recently, I've done a video about all the retinol or vitamin A product I've used up in the year of 2023, touch on the different types of them, and also the product experience, what I like or don't, who do I recommend it to, etc, etc. And today, we're diving into the other very important ingredient that's very popular, which is vitamin C. Usually vitamin C is used in the morning and then the retinol is used during the nighttime. But there are other products can be used interchangeably or vice versa. Mainly all the things that I've used in the year of 2023 were in the morning, so that's part of my morning skincare routine. And if you want to know all these, some are really classic ones, some are really affordable ones, some are just hyped so much in my personal opinion. Let's just continue watching. Don't forget to give this video a like anytime during the video and consider subscribe so you don't miss out any other similar skincare reviews. We are starting with a quick recap of vitamin C. Vitamin C stands for L-ascorbic acid, but there's also a whole bunch of other vitamin C derivatives. And similar to the retinol and retinoic acid, the L-ascorbic acid is the one form that directly works into the skin as soon as you apply it. All the other derivatives gonna take 1 or 2 steps, do a bit of a conversion, so they're gonna run a little bit longer, and during that period they might lost some of their properties, so you might not get as much as you thought. But they're also very mild, so you don't get much of reactions as well. The whole reason of using vitamin C, obviously also for anti-aging, but really good for getting rid of the darkness, dull looking of the skin, to give this overall brightened effect. Not brightening as niacinamide, if you know, that's, if I can call that whitening, just to differentiate it. Vitamin C is more for other types of general brightening effect, the overall skin tones, just that, what's the word, not illuminating, but kind of like glowing effect, so the skin doesn't look like dull and sad. They're also good for against the free radicals, so it's really good to be used in the morning and apply your sunscreen along with it, of course. There are different types, from cleanser that I can see, to toner, to serum, to eye cream, to moisturizer, to mask. All type of vitamin C's are available on the market these days. I personally like to incorporate as many as possible if that works, but the key one that I use are mainly the serums, which are the ones I'm going to talk about today. If you're talking about vitamin C serum, the one that only you cannot go past, because they're the holy grail, which is the Skinceuticals. This is the Skinceuticals C-Firma serum. This one contains 15% of ascorbic acid and then 0.5% of fluoric acid, as well as 1% of vitamin E. The price of this one is also ridiculously expensive. It charges for 242 Australian dollars for 30 ml. 30 ml roughly use around 2 to 3 months, to be really generous. So you're gonna spend almost like $1,000 just for this particular serum. I would decided to go ahead if I really enjoyed it, but long story short is I don't enjoy the experience while I'm using it, so I think it's a pass for me. But let me tell you why they're so expensive. The whole idea of ascorbic acid plus the fluoric acid and vitamin E whole combination is coming from Skinceuticals. They've done many years of research, very decent studies that came out with really good results and been proved over the years that are really working for all types of skins as long as you tolerate it. So that's something you might need to build up. Once you are tolerate for it, this is the best combination. There are other brands that are having the same ingredient, the percentage are exactly the same, but still the formulation, the way how they combined it might not be identical, but this is the one that gone through all those papers to have the results. That is why expensive, because they spent a lot of money on it, and they made this name of vitamin C being so popular, so they're obviously charging for it as well. I absolutely love the brand Skinceuticals. I have a lot of things purchase from them, and I do continuously purchase from them when I see a good deal. I wanted to try, I wanted to see. Some I really like, but they're just expensive. It comes with this clear, meant to be clear liquid. It gets yellowy and more yellow as it getting through that oxidation process. Number one problem is you have to store it really carefully in the fridge. Avoid the sun. Once you open it, you stop. Otherwise, it get all yellow, so you have no more vitamin C left. And considering the amount of money that you pay for it. Number two, the combination formula they have is quite an oily form. So I use a whole droplet every time to apply it onto my face, and that's too much oil. I feel like I'm literally applying a thick facial oil on my face, and for me, combination to oily skin, especially during the summertime, I do not like that. So I used everything that I could, but I really disliking the experience and the results after me trying different ones. I do think I can get some similar results from other brands as well. Therefore, I can spare some of my money and improve my personal experiences. Don't feel like super wasteful when I'm reaching other brands. And another popular brand and product is from Drunk Elephant. This is their C-Firma Fresh Day Serum. They come with a C-Firma liquid serum base and a vitamin C powder that you mix it together as about you start using a serum. So they're trying to preserve the active ingredients a little bit longer, only activate it as soon as they start using the product. This one retails for $125 for 28 mils plus 26 mils from the powder and the liquid together. And it also contains 15% ascorbic acid plus 0.5% fluoric acid as well as 1% vitamin E. So it's exactly the same concentration, but they do their own combination formulas to create the serum. Drunk Elephant, obviously another brand that's hyped so much. I still think the hype was really up high here, but it was like above before. It's slowly cooling down, and I think that's fair because it's just not meant to be that hyped. But I'm really excited trying this, and I do have to say I like the packaging. I like how they separated everything. I took it with me when I went to Hong Kong because I know this kind of formula I won't have to worry about oxidation while I'm going into the plane, travel and all that. And it was summer in Hong Kong as well, and because I'm traveling, I might not have the luxuries to keep it, perfect storage, and this is great. It wasn't gonna oxidize, and I had no trouble whatsoever. The liquid is definitely much better of a formulation than the Skinceuticals ones. I don't think it was that oily. It's much of a liquid runny serum, so I really do enjoyed it. What I don't like, obviously, is the price again. And as I was thinking, maybe I'll just spend a little bit of extra money to repurchase over and over again. Guess what? I did found something else that is a little bit more affordable, but they're unfortunately not exactly identical, which is the Paula's Choice C15 Super Booster. This one contains 15% ascorbic acid plus fluoric acid and vitamin E. The other two, I don't know the concentration, but I would assume they're relatively similar-ish. This one retails for $74 for 20 ml. That is not super affordable to start with, but they always have 20% off almost constantly on their website, and you get free gift with purchases. So you can get this on an average $60 basis for 20 ml. And I think that is so far the most affordable one, right? The way of using it, as the name suggested, it's a booster. So you can mix it with other things, even mix it with some of their serums or other brands of serums if you want. You can always use it alone as a serum, like how I did. Mix it with creams if that's something you wanted to do. You can be a little bit creative when it comes to this particular serum, and I have to say it is the best experience out of everything that I've tried. And there's another two that I'm going to talk about. Considering the concentration and everything. The only downside would be, I don't know if they have that 0.5% folic acid plus 1% vitamin E. But frankly, knowing having 15% of ascorbic acid, I'm already very happy. And with that very liquid, lightweight texture, it's gorgeous. It feels almost identical to the Drunk Elephant, but this is double and more of the price. So I would go back and choose Paula's Choice, and I have got a few in the back of the fridge there for me to use it up. And they recently came out with 20%, so C20 Super Booster. I want to try. I know higher does not necessarily mean better, but I have been through the stage where I'm pretty tolerated well with 15%, so I might tip my toes into that. If you are after the pure ascorbic acid with fluoric acid with vitamin E, the combination, out of the three, I definitely recommend Paula's Choice the best. Like I said, the ascorbic acid is really strong, very potent, but it can be also very harmful for the skin who is quite sensitive or someone just starting using vitamin C. Therefore, we do have the derivatives and they are sometimes better because all the reasons that I just mentioned. I have tried two. One is from Timeless Hyaluronic Acid Serum. It contains water, magnesium ascorbic phosphate, which is one type of vitamin C derivatives. This one also contains matrixyl 3000 along with hyaluronic acid, so a whole bunch of other good stuff in here. And it's quite affordable as well. It retails for less than $30 for 30 ml. You can get it from like Yesstyle, as I mentioned. You can always get from Timeless directly. They ship from US all the way to here, but I think you might have to pay a little bit extra, but they often have a better deal, half price sale, 40% off, get free gift and all that. So you can evaluate it which way worked out better, but if you go on Yesstyle, I do have a coupon code YESRENA to give you, I think, 3 to 5% off on every order. It's little, but it's better than nothing. So, like I already said, it has hyaluronic acid in here, very moisturizing, and matrixyl 3000 is a nice peptide to plump your skin. So you probably get a better results than just a pure ascorbic acid like I mentioned, because it's a combination serum. But you also have this vitamin C derivative that is not as potent as pure vitamin C. The magnesium ascorbic phosphate is a very popular vitamin C derivative. It actually helps boost hydration, which it claims, I understand why it's called hyaluronic acid, because it's all doing this hydration thing apart from just being a vitamin C. It also is a water and oil soluble solution, so it's a perfect one to mix along with all the other ingredients. I do think it's really, really good if you're someone kind of doing a lazy morning skincare routine, a minimalist, just, you know, one and go type of thing. You can use this one and you basically have three: vitamin C, peptide, hyaluronic acid, all boosted into your face, and you can just apply moisturizer and quickly run to the door. Get it out there. And if you're someone quite sensitive, these ingredients here are really mild and gentle and basically suit for majority of the skin types. So I think it's a really good starter vitamin C for a really affordable price. However, if you found that's a bit hard to purchase, I do have one from Sukin. This is their brightening serum with ultra stable vitamin C. This one, I think, if I use one sentence as a conclusion, is the perfect dry skin vitamin C derivative plus someone who is sensitive, if that makes sense. This one retails for $35 for 25 mils, and I do think that's a little bit expensive from the brand Sukin, but they have a lot of high price sales, so less than $20 for 25 mils. It's much affordable price in my opinion. In the ingredient list, we have ascorbic tetracyl palmitate, which is another oil soluble vitamin C. This one is particularly great for oil sort of boosting, so if you have a drier skin, you really would enjoy this. And because it's an oil soluble ingredient, it seems to stay in your cells for longer period, so it doesn't deteriorate that fast. It stays in your skin cells and takes its time, and it will still be active by the time it converted, if that makes sense. Apart from this, they also added vitamin E, jojoba seed oil, tomato fruit extract, which the tomato fruit extract, I've done a dedicated video about this. I don't think it's anything, but it's a fruit vitamin C it's a fruit version of vitamin C ingredient, if that makes sense. So you can tell it has a whole bunch of oil in here. To me, if I say it's a serum, I'm more likely to describe it as an oil. It's a nice vitamin C derivative facial oil. So again, I think it's a good product for someone who is having dry skin, trying to incorporate an oil, but you don't want to apply too many things, many steps. Then this is perfect. One that works as multi-purpose, and it has its vitamin C, and it's a really stable one, as name suggested, ultra stable. That is absolutely true. For me, as a normal combination oily skin type, depends on the season, I do found it's a little bit too oily. I can use it maybe once a week or once per fortnight on my face. Most of the time I use it on my body, and I do like to treat my body with some really good ingredient products. So the price point for the ingredient for what I got, I'm still really happy with this product. All in all, that's pretty much everything from me. I think the winner, you can probably guess it right now, it will be my Paula's Choice C15 Super Booster. And if you really want to go affordable, both Sukin and Timeless are pretty good options. And I hope that's helpful and informative. If it is, don't forget to give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope everyone stays safe and stay positive. And don't forget to check it out, the Retinol one, if that's something you're interested to. And that's pretty much wrap it up today. Bye guys!